Okay. First, I want to congratulate you, Robin, to get this great offer, also as what you want. So here, as normally what I would do is to have a feedback session with you and then ask you some questions. And all you need to do is just answer all those questions directly, okay? And be honest, that's it. Okay? Thank you. So what do you like about this journey to work with me so far?
There are multiple things I like. So firstly is the way of the communication. I prefer very direct communication, both the positive side and the negative side. And also for me, I even expect more the negative side because it's normally difficult for people to really point out the other person's weakness part and unclear parts and negative parts, but I see this very important in my job seeking procedure. So it's greatly important. So, and every time you mention this very directly in a very clear way, also in a professional way, because it's nothing in person. This is mentioned in the very beginning is we have the shared goal. So I appreciate this. The second is the general efficiency. So although indeed the process is not that easy, but I mean, no matter I got a job or not, I appreciate this process from the same extent because I feel this is a nice journey. And for now, I started to realize that I have a lot of weakness still, and also lots of demands, which might hamper my future journey. But at least I learned something. It's not how I solve this issue, but how I started to solve this issue. So, for example, that I should think first and to discuss and to negotiate or communicate before I start to do something, and also to do things proactively. So, for example, if I have ideas, I should set up some potential plans and bring the plans to the discussion. So, what I do, and then to ask you for advice based on my potential plans. So, this is something that I learned, and also to change. And the third thing I appreciate is you help me to change the mind a little bit. Maybe it's a lot, but now I feel that I started to more adapt to the industrial way, although not 100%, but I started to think about this. And when things happens, I started to think, okay, so how I normally would deal with this and how maybe there can be better ways to deal with this. So it might not be perfect, not even not be proper rate, but at least I start to think this is something that I feel important because in the future, there might be many risks and challenges for me as a PhD to directly be a HR person. I might make mistakes and I might fail sometimes, but at least I have the altitude of the whole process. So yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for that. And why you decided to choose me as your career coach?
In the beginning, I don't know. Maybe some kinds of maybe it's just like when I think I need a coach, I see you somewhere. So I feels like there's a reason to see this person. So and maybe you have a nice uh advert advertisement
Yeah, advertisement. Yeah.
somewhere. But yeah, so I conclude this as something that okay, so maybe you're the person that I need to approach.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I think yeah, this is also the reason that in the very beginning that I decided to choose you because I didn't know you and I choose to trust. So it works, fortunately. So it's nice. Yeah.
Okay, great. So it sounds like you made a You mean you made a bet? Like you bet it can work.
Yeah, or I don't know. It's yeah. So, but I hope that I can trust. So I trust, and yeah, it works. So yeah, it's okay. Nice journey.
Okay. Thank you so much. And also for the honesty. I guess for a lot of people, it's also the same journey to make this bet or to step out for their own comfort zone. Okay. And how did you experience the support from me during your job search journey?
Not easy, indeed,
Mhm.
but uh, I gained a lot. This is true. So I started to reflect the journey recently because I think I need a long time to deep dive into this journey first, and this takes time.
Mhm.
It's something that you're right is I need to change some fundamental logic, which is definitely not easy.
Mhm.
So and only I started to change I can realize, but the preparation process for the starting it indeed takes a long time, at least half a year I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for example, we have collaborated for like 7 or 8 months,
Mhm.
but I feel I started to change only within one or 1.5 month.
Mhm.
Yeah, but but there should be a long procedure before this process who needs you, both of us, like our patience, understanding, communication. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but in general, I feel it's worth it. So yeah.
Okay. So, what the result did you get from the journey? Like, if you compare your thoughts before you work with me and now.
Result.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah. So regarding the outcome, is definitely you're right. So I have the chance to enter a top tier organization, but I see it also a little bit fortune combining with some effort because I don't think, for example, if now I'm applying for other top tiers organizations, I'm definitely the nice or the right candidate of them. So this is something that I aware. But I also know that fortune or lucky sometimes comes out of reason. So I should at least deserve it somehow, although there should be fortune. So in this case, you're right. And also, I feel that indeed we have a lot to also to communicate in the future. So this is also not like one-time business. So if I got a job and then we're done, because yeah, and there's also journey in the future. For example, this job is for 1 year, and maybe after half a year or within this 1 year, I still have knowledges or things to consult you. So it's something like future focus. I'm also looking forward to this.
Hmm.
Mm.
Okay. And what would you say to someone if they are on the fence about working with me?
Well, depends who that person is, but take me as an example. So it's lucky that we can match someone who is worthy to trust because it's not definitely not easy. So the process to build up the trust, and also the process to adjust based on our logic. So it's not easy, but I can recommend the future coaches to be patient a little bit, to insist,
Mm.
and also to think outside his or her own mind. So sometimes to jump out of the circle and to really rescan him or herself, and also try to accept the other's logic, but because if it's wrong, and then you can always come back. But then if it's right, and then maybe it opens a new window of the future coaches. So yeah, nothing to lose.
So to try it first and then nothing to lose, if I conclude.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for that, Robin. And as you just said, of course, relationship will not be done just now. And then you can always come back to me with your thoughts and then concerns in the near future. But still, congratulate to you. And then from this great collaboration, I also personally learned a lot. I have to agree. Thank you for that. Yeah.
Thank you.